Welcome back to Midwest Access and our Mental Health Mondays with Heather Cruz here from Meadows Center for Mental Health Services. It's always a mouthful. Did I get it right?
You did, and you can just shorten it up to the Meadows Center if you want.
Meadows Center. I love that. I love that. Make it easier on
That's
ourselves.
right.
Well, talking about making it easier on ourselves, we have just switched into fall mode.
We have.
And you brought this topic up, which I thought was so interesting, about being aware of the changes in your mental health into fall.
Yes.
And so what are those changes? What does that mean?
It is not uncommon for people to really experience changes in their mental health with change of season. And that really goes with every seasonal change, actually. But we really do notice a shift overall in mental health going from summer into fall. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense.
Sure.
Right? In summer, we've got activity. We might be a little bit more active because we're outside a little bit more. There's different types of activities we might be doing. Often there's vacation time that we're experiencing, different social events. And so we're getting a little bit more of a boost to our overall mental health in the summer, typically.
That makes sense, weekends at the lake and the river.
The sun is shining. Things are good.
We're eating watermelon and having barbecues.
What could go wrong? And then we move into fall, and while fall has so many wonderful things about it, we're looking at change of routine and schedule often for a lot of families. And with school.
Sports and
and the holidays, which can kind of be mixed emotions too.
Is.
You can kind of made a face. I'm like, there's both and. It depends on
both.
There is, but overall, even when they're good, they can add more stress. And so that I'm thinking about, I'm preparing for it, add stress in. And really, in Minnesota, we have more darkness. When you wake up and it's dark, and you go back home and it's dark.
It's dark.
Yes.
It's
and
tough.
So what happens is that impacts our mental health.
Okay.
And so that again looks like a bit of a range of, there might be times when I just feel less energy. I'm not getting the same kind of activity that I did before. Maybe I feel more stressed because all of our emotions and our physical well-being are really interconnected. So if I'm feeling more stress, I'm going to feel it in my body. And so that's going to show up in a variety of different ways too. People might notice more muscle tension, upset stomach, feel brain fog, feeling tired, disinterest.
And so that can be simply because of the change in season.
So the change in season.
It feels so good to be aware of that. I feel like that alone can kind of help us.
Absolutely.
But what else can we do?
I'm glad that you said that, because I think there is room just to give a little bit of grace.
Yes.
Right, of going like, oh, you know what this is?
Yes.
My whole schedule just got turned upside down and it's dark all the time. And even if we know that in the back of our mind, bringing it to the front of our brain and just acknowledging that can
it
help
seems
with
to relieve some stress to go, oh, okay, I know what this is.
Absolutely.
The worst thing is when you're all, you're sad or you're upset and you don't know why.
And you don't know why. I should be able to handle this. All the shoulds that come up. We're going to eliminate those, give a little bit of grace, and at the same time holding awareness too of when it's feeling a little bit much. Right? And we don't want to wait to a point where we get to maybe a breaking point before we're connecting with help. That having someone to brainstorm with, if there is more stress sitting there, there's more changes, feeling more down, let's be on top of that. And so my amazing office manager, Jill Jennison, is here. She is she holds the office together.
Yes.
She really does.
The office manager is really the queen of the castle.
She is.
Yes.
For sure. For sure.
So, it was so nice to meet you today. I was so glad you brought her, because I think it's so nice for people to see who you're going to see when you go to the Meadows Center. It just makes it a little more familiar, every little piece. And so, you have two beautiful faces to see when you go there. But so tell me more about Jill.
Jill is truly incredible, and she's going to be the voice on the other end of the phone. She's going to be the warm hello if you reach out in an email, and the first face you see when you walk in the door. And so kind of a nice opportunity to be able to introduce her if you do reach out, if you're noticing changes in mental health this fall.
Yes, I really, really am thankful for you doing that, and thank you for taking the time to, because you do want to know, am I talking to a person? Do they care? Do they, who are they? So this is who you're talking to.
This is, yes.
This is the
me.
lovely voice on the other side of that phone and email as well.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love what we always talk about, being connected first to and kind of building up, whether it's a bank of, like we've talked about in the past, like your social interactions. But I also think of having that relationship before a crisis with a mental health provider and a facility and organization. Because when it hits it's really a tough time to then start to look, oh, where do I go?
Where do you go?
To make that phone call is incredibly difficult.
Absolutely. We want people to feel connected early on. So that we're there when things are feeling good, when things are feeling tough.
Then you can just say, hey, Jill, can you get me in? You know, instead of feeling like it's all brand new. You've got some familiarity there.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, lovely ladies, so much for being with us. And you can see all of our Mental Health Monday segments on our website at kttc.com under Midwest Access Mental Health Mondays with Heather Cruz from Meadow Center. And thank you again, Jill, for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks you guys. All right, we'll be back with more Midwest Access in just a few minutes.